Me and my siblings at Bulkbuster trying to convince each other that our movie choice is the best to rent while our dad contemplates divorce. Having siblings is so weird. You spend the first 15 years of your lives fighting, and one day you wake up like this mother ducker alright. Me, checking if the guests have left so I can go back to the kitchen. When you watch a movie with your siblings and an ugly character appears, that's you. Older siblings, we found you in a dumpster. Growing up with siblings, I don't even have to explain what's going on here. When your sibling getting a whipping after you snitched on them. How I stare at my sister as she eats the snack I was plotting on. It was hers. I was planning to steal it. My sibling turning the lights on to talk to me like I can't hear them in the dark. Sibling fights don't end in apology. You'll just walk around the house and don't talk to each other for a couple hours, and then one of you will pop your head in the other's room and ask if they want food. When you come across two siblings fighting and calling each other ugly, but the thing is, they are twins. Me when I remember I have a sister and I haven't disturbed her. When mom gives responsibility to my elder sister to divide foods among siblings. Me, elder sister. Parents, you should love each other instead of fighting. Me, my sibling. My sister in public. My sister at home. No one. Elder siblings, we found you in the dustbin. My back after carrying the weight of being the best sibling in the family. There are two types of people. Ichigo and Rukia are the best ship. They are like siblings. My mom listening to my side of the story. I do not believe it. I will not. My mom listening to my little sibling's side of the story. That doesn't make much sense to me. But then again, you are very small. Perhaps you're right. Mom said you gotta take me with you. Me and bro politely encouraging our mate to hop on after they said they'd be on in 5 an hour ago. Growing up with siblings. I'm sorry. You're fine. You're fine. Please don't tell mom. When your younger siblings complain to you about how hard school is, do not cite the deep magic to me which I was there when it was written. Mom scolding me for my silly mistakes. My sister. Me and my siblings don't apologize. We just suddenly start acting nice to each other. Opens mom's phone. The brightness. The volume. The background apps. The font size. This is the only cake you should be sending your sibling. 25 years since mom found you in the bin. Me at my funeral after I see my sister walk by wearing my shirt. When you didn't get enough sleep and every little thing is annoying you. Me following multiple scene care routines throughout the day. My brother wiping his face with same side of towel he wiped his ace with. Do you guys ever just look at your sibling and think to yourself, what if I just slap the duck out of this fool right now? 6-year-old me, sibling, mom. 6-year-old me, dental assistant, nitrous oxide, dentist. We would be honored if you would join us. She definitely grow up with little brothers. When you realize your older sibling doesn't have an older sibling to rely on. Parents, you have to share with your sibling. Me. My favorite show is on. My siblings changed it. Storming into your sibling's room cuss shuts been too quiet for too long. Yes, I have come here to pass you off. How annoying I'm is your problem, not mine. Me in 30 years telling my kids what it was like going for a walk during lockdown. When you caught your brother breaking the glass set, tough guy linger snapping. My mom when my brother and me are doing something stupid. Good day gentlemen, you have exactly 3 seconds to surrender. Me when my siblings cook. When you don't trust your siblings. Sibling, can I have the snacks you bought for yourself? Me. Me trying not to go back to sleep after waking up for a 9 AM lecture. Older siblings be like, I hate you because mom made me do things before you were born, and also because you are taller. Younger siblings be like, you are oppressing me by giving me a task. Only children be like, what the duck is compromise, duck you. Middle children be like, disappear under mysterious circumstances. When you go into the bathroom after your sibling comes out. When someone talks about true love, me, get out. When your siblings eat your part of food, peace was never an option. Younger sibling, I'm not adopted. Elder sibling, Tahei, Tariko Patanahi Halek into Hey. When siblings bait you to ask parents something and back off when they are about to get scolded. Hold on, this whole operation was your idea. My honest reaction when I come back from the bathroom at school and my mate asks me if I notice anything new. After coming home from Mela, me and my brother watching a movie, an ugly character shows up. My brother. When you're sleeping and you hear your brother telling his girlfriend, I can sell this house for you. Someone, your sister is beautiful. Me, haha, good joke. When my sister wears my new dress again and again and again. Lemmy, peace was never an option. Having siblings is so important because you learn the exact amount you can annoy someone before they try to physically kill you. Older siblings when the parents aren't around. Well, I guess I'm in charge now. Sibling relationships are weird. I'll give you my kidney with no questions asked, but there's no chance I'm getting you a glass of water. Me and my siblings after our mom leaves. So anyway, my sisters have this game where they randomly call out the number of Nepals in the room. Game rules. 1. Count the number of Nepals, including those of fetuses and inhuman mammals, and announce the number only. 2. Do not explain the context to anyone that asks. When your sibling says something so dumb that it makes you wonder how you're related. My sister when she needs something. My sister most of the times. You do realize now you finished university this summer holidays just called being unemployed, right? When your sibling breaks something and somehow talks your parents into thinking it was your fault. Thomas had never seen such bullshit before. Having siblings is so weird lol. You spend the first 15 years of your lives fighting, and one day you wake up like this mother ducker alright. Me, while fighting with my sibling. Me, when my mother comes in. Younger sibling, empties entire bank account. Parents, oh dear, it's a happy little mistake. Older sibling, spills a drop of water. Parents, you have forfeited your life privileges. Siblings are the best. I recently noticed that whenever life was getting me down, I'd usually find $1 in my pocket. The next day, I told my parents how weird it was, and they told me my little sister puts $1 in one of my pockets when she knows I'm sad to help cheer me up, and now I'm crying. My brother to my bestie thinking she's a bad influence to me, not knowing I'm the bad influence to the society. Brother, stay away from my sister. Mom and dad goes out. Elder sister to younger siblings. Kneel before your queen. There are 2 types of siblings. You will always be my sister. I've never met this man in my life. Me to my younger siblings. When mom is not at home and leaves me in charge, I urge you to accept me as your ruler. My sister's dog was at the park and another golden retriever ran up to play. After talking to the owner, it turns out they are brothers from the same litter. There are 2 types of kids. Kid 1 wants you to do everything for them, no matter how easily they could do it on their own. Kid 2 wants to do everything on their own, and will undo whatever you just did, so they can redo it themselves. I have one of each. I also have a beer fridge. Mom scolding my sibling for a mistake that I did. Me. When a sibling tells on you in front of your parents, whispering, I'll kill you. Me and my sibling in every family function be like. Me when my mate says he's gonna stay home and revise for our upcoming exams instead of coming out and having a million beers with me. When your sibling won't let you help open their favorite snack. I'm not trying to rub you. I'm trying to help you. Me going to my siblings' room to annoy them. Me buy something with my own money. My siblings. But that ain't fair. Me after fighting with my sibling for 2 hours. Promised I won't talk until I die. 3 seconds later. Me. Sibling. Me and my sibling fighting. My dad. My mom. When your sibling texts you at 3 AM to open the door. The duck. When my elder siblings comes and hit me for no reason. Me. Steve, I want another baby. That's a relief. I didn't like this one either. That moment when your mom beats your siblings, and you know you are the next. You. Aries as a sibling. Picks fight, wins the fight. Younger brother. When do I get to play video games? Elder brother. That's the neat part, you don't. Are they even your siblings if they haven't tried making you laugh whilst you're praying salam? Seeing my sister happy is priceless. No one. The older sibling. Yeah, mom and dad found you in the trash. When you have dirt on your sibling, so you can get them to do basically anything. Unlimited power. When you're fighting with your sibling, and your mom walks in. When I slap my siblings for no reason. Finally, inner peace. Me on my way to annoy my sibling. When you want something, so you make your sibling ask for it. Me and my sibling during a fight. You don't tell me what to do. My brother and his academic achievements. My sister with her athletic awards. Me with my meme collection. Matthew. Brian. When mom and dad leave you, and your brother home alone lol. Me. Watches a world wrestling entertainment superstar use a new signature move. My younger brother. When you're fighting with your sibling, and your parents walk in. Having siblings is insane. You'll suddenly be like, remember when you threw a saw at me, and your biggest worry would be I'd tell ma'am. And they'll be like such good memories. Me watching my brother using my things in front of parents. The look I give my younger sibling after she got done talking with mom, and then I hear both my first and second names. Me after my youngest sibling telling me he wants to play with my Switch for the 500th time. Me after giving my little brother an unplugged-in controller so he can help me play. My sister screeching after looking at a handsome anime guy, me right next to her, and act like what is going on. My mom and my C's having an argument. Me and my friend want to do something fun together. His little brother. Perhaps this is a matter that requires my presence. Siblings looking at each other when they break something while playing. Me and my brother when we have guests, when they finally leave. The amount of butter you put on your sister's bread versus the amount of butter you put on your bread. When I open a packet of Lay's, my siblings. Me after finding out that my siblings already finished the dessert I was craving for the whole time. My siblings saying that I'm lying. Me, who eats all the cookies, then blames it on my siblings. Mom. Dad. Other siblings. Oldest brother. Look at me. Other siblings. Oldest brother. I'm the man of the house now. My siblings and I were out to dinner with my dad, and we started talking about dad jokes we liked. All of a sudden my dad goes, I've only made 3 dad jokes my entire life and they're all sitting in front of me right now. Holy shit, you ducking held them dude. Me enjoying my alone time. Younger sibling deciding it's the perfect time to start a wrestling match. My reaction when my peace is disturbed. Mom. Older siblings. Parents. We are going to be doing one thing, and one thing only. 3-year-olds. Listen to Baby Shark 1000 more times before breakfast. When your sibling is too loud, and they wake you up, you have sinned, child. Prepare to feel the sweet embrace of dealt. 5-year-old me. My siblings. My mom and dad. A handmade drawing, made with love depicting me with my family. When you send a funny video to one of your siblings and you hear them laughing in the other room. Visible satisfaction. My parents. My siblings' side of the story. My parents. My side of the story. Me. My parents. My younger sister that won't leave us alone. When your sibling won't let you help open their favorite snack. I'm not trying to rub you. I'm trying to help you. When your whole family is arguing except you, and you say one thing, and they target you. This is fine. When your sibling is getting yelled at, so you start doing the right things to avoid getting in trouble. Me when my little brother takes my stuff. 2. Casually approach child. 4. Grasp child firmly. Yeet the child. Last born siblings are by far the most annoying people on earth. Not my little bro. All my friends love him and consider him part of the squad. He's 7 years younger than me, but he does some crazy things which catches us off guard. I love him to death. One day, he's gonna make it big. And I can't wait to see him achieve whatever goals ours sets himself up for. No matter what, I'll support him 1,000,000,000% of the way. My siblings when I make food for them instead of mom. I'm gonna eat this, but I'm highly offended by it. When your older sibling hits you, and it barely even hurts, but your mom is watching. Half of my respiratory organs were destroyed. Her own room. My little sister. My room. When your younger sibling asks why you never leave the house and interact with real human beings. Young private. A friend is just an enemy who hasn't attacked yet. I finally found it, after 15 years. The scroll of truth. Say you're wrong. Younger siblings. Niet. When your little sibling asks you for help making their RPG character. Can I be a warrior? You're a wizard, mother ducker. When you give your younger sibling the larger piece of cake. You know, I'm something of a saint myself. Me and my sibling pretending we haven't been fighting for the past half an hour because the guests arrived. The older sibling, when he hears from the other room that his dad is coming to hit him with the belt. The younger sibling who lied about the older sibling hitting him. Me and my siblings at Bulkbuster trying to convince each other that our movie choice is the best to rent while our dad contemplates divorce. Stupid, unworthy, disrespectful and annoying animal. Your sibling. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. Me and my siblings, when we want to tell our parents sorry for making mess in the kitchen. It can't be that easy. Parents, it's okay. Now let's go out for dinner. It's that easy. My sibling making a your mom joke. Our mother. Me rebetting with yeah it's my mom. You're adopted. Me and my siblings about to play fight our dad. We have you 4-1. My dad with his beer bottle and belt. I like those odds. Older siblings in cartoons. You took everything from me. Their newborn sibling. I don't even know who you are. Would you slap your sibling for $1.5 million? I slap my sibling for ducking looking at me. POV. You and your siblings somehow get into the bathroom when you're taking a shower. Confused screaming. Bliss are best. Step sibling is best. Amateurs. What was that, punk? Amateurs. When you ask your siblings to help you with a chore, and they actually do. I'm the greatest military commander that ever lived. And I thought my siblings were annoying. This man built probably the thinnest house in Barrett to bulk his brother's view to the sea. Me who taught him how to play the game. My brother challenging me to a 1v1. When you're racing your sibling to the cave for the front seat and your mom hasn't unlocked the door yet. Let me in. Let me in. When your baby sibling cries non-stop at the night. I'm once again asking you to shut up. Me and my sibling being lectured because we broke a lamp. Me, younger sibling. Me knowing full well that I did it. Looks at me in that way. She did it. My dog who also saw me break the lamp. Mom, what incident do you have? Me, disgusted. I just know it. There are two types of siblings. You will always be my sister. I've never met this man in my life. Me watching my sibling get beat after eating the cookies we weren't supposed to eat, even though I ate the cookies and gave them the box. My room exists. My younger siblings. A great place for our nuclear test. Oldest and middle child. Parents. Youngest child. Oldest and middle child. Youngest child. When you're screaming at your sibling for grabbing something yours, but then find it in your room. My sister literally attacks me because of something stupid. Also my sister. She's been texturing me. I had had enough. I had to do it. Besides, it was an accident. When you're arguing with your sibling and they run to mum, but she actually backs you up. Shall we discuss your surrender again? The scariest things on earth. The dark. Clowns. Sharks. Serial killers. Doubt. Your younger sibling when they cried and yelled mama. If you'll have any younger siblings going out tonight, be sure to check their candy for anything dangerous. Found a World War II era Mk2 anti-personnel fragmentation grenade hidden in this blow pop. The tooth fairy's money is just your parents' money. Parents. Older siblings. If those kids could read, they'd be very upset. My mom talking about me and my siblings. I don't have a favorite child. I love all of them equally. My dad talking about me and my siblings. You are all equally worthless. Everybody talking about sibling problems. Me, our only child. Damn, I kinda don't care. When you're playing Mario Kart against your sibling and you're in first place, but it turns out you've been looking at the wrong screen and you've been driving into a wall the whole time.